What is going on, guys? Coming at you today with my updated Blue Eyes Ritual deck profile. So it's taken me a while to get some of these cards. Some of these cards are after gaining up in price, but I've been lucky enough to actually obtain some of these cards through kind of trade, and I've got a few stuff in packs as well, just random pack open as well. So this deck works out really well. It based off the fact the way Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon and Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon works. For those of you who don't know. I'm sure pretty much everybody knows at this minute, but Blue Eyes Chaos Max works in a way that he makes a monster, your opponent's monsters go to defense, have 0 defense, and then Chaos Max attacks for double damage, which is 8,000 in the end because their defense would be 0. So the way it works is having the 2 of them out on the field. So this whole deck is kind of a way, turbo-ish kind of way to get all the cards out onto the field. A few things I'd probably change, and I'll go over them as I'm doing the video. But at the minute, it's working out really well. Not as like a budget type, but actually kind of just the stuff I have. I'm also using the Kaiba Corp sleeves today, which is actually very cool. So first off, we got the 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, which is one of the best looking artworks in a Legendary Duelist that they've ever done so far. So the way this card works is you can ritual summon it with Chaos form, same as the other one. It can be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card is ritual summoned using a Blue Eyes monster, when it declares an attack, you can change the battle positions of as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if they do, the attack and events those changed monster become 0. Also, this turn, a card attacks a defense position monster inflict piercing damage. So that's the way it works. So even when this attacks another monster, it still will inflict piercing damage, is very cool. It doesn't work on links, but nearly that's not too bad. The only thing lately I've actually had serious problem with was the new zombies. It turns out that big one, it's like is it level 8 or level 7? Baldurch, I actually don't know the name. He's like the other ultra rare other than the synchro monster, but I've actually had a really serious problem. I'm not sure if zombies are getting super strong or what's the story, but that card being on the field with an extra negation, I think it can only negate monster effects. I'm not sure. But for some reason, when I get my Devi Rituals out, it's actually, it stops it a lot. Now, there's ways to come back, but it just stops my OTK, which is getting the 2 of them out on the field. Once you stop one of them, it's very hard. But you can still run with just the 2 of them. And as well as having the second effect of banishing a card on the field, it actually has a way to out Chaos Max, which is upsetting because I've played a good few things online and everyone seems to be playing that deck online at the minute. I'm going to leave these 2 up here just to show you. The next card I'm running is 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. I'll show you guys there. So he is another very important MVP card of the deck. He's just a wicked card. He inflicts double piercing damage, can be destroyed by opponent's card effects. He's got 4,000 beat stick. He's just a very good card. Everybody knows what he does at this moment in time, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to make it look all nice so you guys can actually see what I'm using. Then a must-have is 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. This is just use Advanced Ritual Art to send this card from the deck, and then use Chaos Form to use Chaos Form, banish this card from the graveyard, and summon your second ritual monster. So that's the way that works. Very handy. Very easy kind of thing to remember. Then I'm only running 2 Blue Eyes Alternative. I think 2 Blue Eyes Alternative is a perfect ratio. I don't think any more would really work, and any less it becomes you're not going to ever see it. Some people are citing this out for the Monarch, the Thunder Monarch, but I actually like Blue Eyes Alternative because even though the Monarch is a good way to search all these cards, it's a removal card. Blue Eyes Alternative at the same time, if you have a problematic card that can actually be targeted and removed, it helps it out big time. As well as being another level 8 is always good. So that's it for the Blue Eyes cards of the deck. Next we move on to the Devi Rituals. So I'm running 3 Devi Ritual Talismandra. So what this does is you can reveal a ritual monster in your hands, special summon an incantation monster from your I've been calling them Devi Rituals incantations. I mean, you can special summon another incantation from the deck, and then special summon him from your hand, and then you can basically, if he's special summoned to the field, you can search out a ritual monster. So that's the way he works. And then the exact opposite is Incantation Candle. The way he works is you can reveal a spell card, special summon Talisman Dra from your decks, and then you can activate his effect to search. But if he searched out with this and special summon this, he can search out with ritual spells. So pretty self-explanatory. Then we have 3 Manju. Manju searches out any ritual monster or any ritual spell. Everybody knows what he does. The 1 Senju. Feel free to swap this for another hand trap if you want, but I just wanted the extra 2. Then I run 2 Sonic Bird. Sonic Bird just searches out, so basically he searches out monsters and he searches out spells. So I want another way to search out monsters, another way to search out spells. So I think spells are more important just because you have a few more search cards in the actual deck. So that was my, I wanted 3 more cards. So that was my ratio. But if you wanted to run 2 Senju and 1 Sonic Bird, you work away. But that's what I'm using at the minute. It seems to be working out a good bit. But a few people are actually, the people still run Sonic Bird, but they're taking out 1,000 hands for like an extra Chaos Dragon or an extra Chaos Form or whatever. For my hand traps, I always run 2 Ash and 2 Ghost. Some people are running Effect Veiler as well, 2 Effect Veiler. And you can run that if you wish. I have something instead of those, but you can run it. I mean, they run a more OTK, which makes sense, and I might change it, and I'll show you what I would change for that card. The next, onto the spells, I'm running 3 Melody. Melody, discard a card and you can search out your 2 rituals if you want. You can search out Blue Eyes and Alternative depending on what the circumstances are. Then I'm running 3 Advanced Ritual Art. So Advanced Ritual Art basically sends an normal monster from the deck to the graveyard, special summon a ritual monster, so you can send Blue Eyes to summon Blue Eyes Chaos Max or Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon from the deck. Then I'm only running 2 Chaos Form. Might bump it up to 3, not very sure yet. I might get rid of Senju and bump it up to 3. But it is searchable still with the bingo machine. So I'm still contemplating whether I should or not. Then I've upgraded this to 2. If I had 3, I would run 3 definitely. But this is Bingo Machine Go. So what you can do is you can reveal 3 cards from your deck that either has Blue Eyes, a monster, or a spell and trap card that specifically lists Blue Eyes, White Dragon in the card text or whatever. And it randomly chooses 1. And you get one to reveal. So if you obviously activate 3 Chaos Max, you're going to get Chaos Max, which is very, very good. It's a very good card just to search out. Then what I'm running, a lot of people aren't running, is Extra Foolish Burial, just to send the Herald of Arclight to search, another free search. You're paying 4,000 life points, half your life points in the first turn or second turn or whatever, but it doesn't matter. It's the way to go. And then, just in case, I always have a Soul Charged Monsterborn in my deck. It always comes out a little bit more than it should, but I always use it. It's always a thing I always like to have. But if you want to get rid of these 2 for Effect Veiler or another hand trap, even Winter Cherries, because you don't really use your extra deck that much, feel free to do that. I just love these 2 cards just for help you out, because you can always Monsterborn, you can always use your opponent cards as well, which is also very good. I'm running the 1 Herald of Arclight. It's the only synchro monster I'm actually running. Because you don't run synchros. This isn't the synchro build of Blue Eyes. This is just the other one, and you don't really use. Actually, I'm going to show you what cards you do use. You don't actually use a lot of the extra deck a lot of the time because the incantations don't allow you to use the extra deck. So I'm running 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst because you can get Blue Eyes and Alternative out in the field. I'm running the 1 Hope Harbinger just to stop your opponent's spells. Good against the mirror match as well, I suppose. Photon Lord just for an extra negation if you do open up with the 2 of them. The 1 Galaxy Cypher Dragon. You can always do that. Just say you're pushing. If your Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon and Blue Eyes or Blue Eyes Alternative won't work out, you can just go for this. Take your opponent's monster. Then go for Cypher Blade. Destroy another card in the field. Or go for Dark Matter and send all the dragons to the graveyard. Probably won't be doing that, but you can attack a couple of times. And then the 2 Link monsters I'm running is Borreload and Topologic Gunbar Dragon. Don't go into these as much, but I was thinking for Winter Cherries, adding a Firewall, adding Summon Sorceress, Isolde and that kind of stuff, and then having the Winter Cherries in the side deck maybe, and you can switch it out or whatever if your opponent is running that kind of stuff as well. So that's it for the deck profile, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Also, for those of you who care, I'm started to run an eBay page, and it's actually working out pretty well. I had a few Thunder Dragon stuff on it, and it sold uber well. I'm hoping to eventually have a link in the description, which I don't have at the minute because there's actually nothing on the eBay page. Everything is sold so far. I'm putting up some of the decks that you see on this channel. Not all of them, obviously. This Blue Eyes is mine. I'm not getting rid of Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is my baby, so I'm not getting rid of that. I also won't be getting rid of Cyber Dragons, but I will see about the other ones if I get a good enough price, or even just single cards. I'm mainly selling single cards. A lot of the time I open up packs, but I don't put it on YouTube. I don't actually video them because I do be away when I'm doing that. But yeah, so I open up some stuff, I get some good stuff, and yeah, I'm going to be selling that kind of stuff. So that is as much as I'm going to say. I think if you look me up on eBay, it's the same name, Broken Eyes. I'm pretty sure it's the same. If you want to recheck that or whatever, and I actually do very, very good prices because it's a tough market kind of out there. So like even one of the first cards I sold was a Thunder Dragon Roar, and a lot of them online were €22. I'm not sure what dollars or pounds or whatever it was, but they're about €22. And I sold mine for 17. So it means nothing to me. I've got packs. I don't want the cards. I sold them. Maybe you guys might like them. That's why I'm going to open up. And you can talk to me on this if you want, or you can talk to me on the eBay and stuff. You can actually comment to me directly on eBay if you want that kind of stuff as well. And I hope to have a few more cards up on that field. And also put in the comments if you would like to see some of the cards that you've seen in the videos up as well. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching and have a good day and good luck and all that kind of stuff.